Hello, today I've decided to do a comparison of pip deck and picture decks, and for doing this I have chosen the Rider-Waite-Smith deck and the Visconti-Schwarz deck. Okay, what is the difference? The major and the most, how to say it, obvious reason and difference is the minor arcana. In pip decks you have only the suit, like only swords or only pentacles. You don't have the picture. Well, the picture cards, you obviously have a picture as shown here with my Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the portable travel version. So one of my clients recently asked me what is the difference of reading with picture or pip deck and what are the pros and cons of it. And I'm going to explain some of the things in my own personal opinion, and I really would love you to give me some feedback or some comments if you agree or disagree. Just want to hear another perspective. Okay, so the pros and cons of picture decks. First of all, the pros is that a picture deck like the Rider-Waite-Smith is a really good thing of showing you the most quintessential and essential meaning of the cards, you see, and this is really good for a beginner who is just entering the world of tarot. And the funny thing is that it's really extremely easy to read with a picture deck, so this is the good thing. The bad thing, in my opinion, is that with a picture deck you're just limited of sorts. Just I'm saying limited, but not really limited. You can understand why. So I was saying that you're limited only with the picture. For example, you see the Five of Swords here, the Rider-Waite deck. You see this guy who is like, let's see, looking at the back of the other person. That, you know, it means some there have to be some tension or some plan of doing something bad. Just for example, and I personally find that picture decks, they do limit me to some extent, okay? And also I believe that this limitation of the picture cards is for, again, the beginner who is just learning the meanings, and also who is learning how to incorporate not only the traditional meanings of the tarot, but also his intuition, his inner feeling, and also his personal interpretation of the cards. And what I would love to say is that I really love reading with both type of cards, and there will be a time for those people who are reading, let's say, primarily with picture decks, that you won't need, you see, to see only the traditional meaning. Some people find out that with other cards next to each other, they find, you know, other meanings with their intuition. Okay, so again, I'm saying that reading with both type of decks will give you equal results if you're really practicing, if you're really into it. So that was the pros and cons of picture decks, in my opinion. Okay, pip decks, illustrated by my Visconti-Schwarz deck here. What I find out that when I began reading with the tarot, I began with Rider-Waite tradition, and I had a lot of difficulties of learning the pip cards because I was used to the picture cards. You see, just seeing the card, you derive the meaning within an instant. And it took me quite some time actually to learn the meaning of each other card, the pip deck, of the minor arcana. So there is a difficulty of learning the meaning of the cards if you don't have a picture deck as a reference. So it is a little bit difficult of learning the cards, but when you get used to the cards themselves, the design, if you wish, even the meaning which you have learned, you find out that with these kind of cards, non-picture cards, you have a really clear view of how the energy is going from a purely mathematical perspective, which means here you see, like, you have the Six of Swords here, then going to Five of Swords, and then going to the Two of Pentacles. which means you have a decrease in the numbers, mathematically, which suggests that something is wrong with your energy related to your actions and that you need some balance. And with the picture card you see exactly the same thing. You're going to some stuff, you have some problems, you have some tension which you're trying to ease out. So what I believe that one of the biggest things, really good things of the pip deck is that this type of deck allows you to see directly what is the energy, how the energy is moving, how the different types of energy are interacting. So really pip decks give me personally a really clear view of what's going on. And I don't know, but through the years I've decided that I'm more drawn to read with pip cards, primarily because of this reason, because I'm able to see clearly what's going on. Not that I'm not seeing it with the picture decks, but with pip decks I'm more, I don't know, I just find it more easily to tune into the cards and tune into the energy of the querent, or the guy who's asking the question, the client. And this is basically it. Because of these reasons I prefer reading with pip decks. And so you have it, the pros and cons. Again, my personal opinion, you are not entitled to it, I'm not forcing it to anyone. Just this is my opinion of the major differences between a picture card and a pip card. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to subscribe, write some comments, and I'm looking forward to your interaction. And what I'm going to say is that I bless you all, and may you have a days full of love, energy, emotions. Just be yourself.